Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring One, and I'm excited to be with you today and celebrate National Ride the Wind Day. Hi, my name is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area. That's just outside of Houston. I work with my angels and guides to assist my clients in many areas of their lives, to bring them special messages from loved ones who have passed, to dialogue with their angels for guidance into their own situation, or to assist them with their own psychic abilities. If you like my content, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Kind of like leave their body, their soul leaves their body and kind of just wanders about and kind of does what they want to. And it's a really great way. One of the things that you can do in astral projection is kind of fly with the wind. And so that's really, really cool. It's a great way to kind of bring excitement. It's a great way to kind of like gain control over what's going on around you and kind of get us a different sight of what's going on in the world around us. One of the things I think that's really interesting is when you're flying, even if it's in an airplane or whatever else, when you're flying up there, it gives you a different view than if you're on the ground. And I think that's one of the best things that astral projection can do for people, is to give them that insight. There's things that you can do astral projection that a helicopter or a plane could never even imagine doing. To be able to stop, be able to back up easily, and just be able to hover there without any means of fuel or anything else, but to give us this kind of this great insight into what's going on around us and what's going on around our world. That's the really cool part. Astral projection is not it's not an uncommon gift, but I will tell people, most people don't even know that they have it. And so a lot of times they end up with such fear over it. I've had so many clients over the years come up to me and say, this happens every so often that I wake up and I can't scream, I can't move, I feel like I'm just paralyzed, or someone's pushing on me or holding me in on the bed, or pushing me down, or I'll wake up and I'll feel someone else's energy in the space around me and I'll try to scream and nothing comes out. Like I cannot scream at all. And that's kind of the scary part about this gift, but it's one of those, the really interesting part is you can learn how to control it, and that's the best part of this. Learning how to control your astral projection gift is amazing, and it can be a great liberation of understanding what's going on. I think the thing that scares most people about psychic gifts is that not everybody understands them. So when you ask someone else, how do you do this or how do you do that, sometimes they can't break it down and explain it really well to you and kind of like give you some insight. So instead of it, they make you afraid of it. Like they have a gift and they're afraid, and so they're kind of like, oh, everybody must be afraid of this gift. It really shouldn't be. Finding someone who's really good at astral projection to kind of talk to them about it and kind of get their insight can be really good. And if you don't have the gift of astral projection, you can always add that on very easily, of deciding where you want to go and kind of pushing your energy that direction as you fall asleep, of like, I really want to go here, or I want to go see the Grand Canyon, or I want to fly with the seagulls, or whatever it is. It's kind of the fun part of it. It really does help to have someone else around you that understands this. So if you aren't talking to me as a psychic, please make sure you're talking to someone else, because psychic gifts and abilities are really, really amazing, and to learn how to control them or how to keep them protected is really, really important, not only for yourself, but for many other people around you. Because once you understand and you meet someone else who is having the same problem, you're like, hey, I can share this knowledge with you. And it kind of gives them a deeper insight. Instead of being afraid of their psychic abilities, they can say, oh, wow, I really can understand this and appreciate this psychic ability to that extent. It makes it much easier and much lighter, not only for you, but for other people. I think that's the best part of what I do, is being able to gift someone that information. Let's pull a couple of angel cards and give us a little bit more information about National Ride the Wind Day. So this is the first one that's coming up, and it's about dreams. Astral projection can be something that you do in your dream state. when you leave your body isn't really completely awake, but it's not really completely asleep. So you're kind of like in that almost between the two of them, and it can feel like a dream, because sometimes people tell me that, like, I felt like I was here, but I felt like I was still at home as well, and that's because you're kind of between the two. Let's pull another card. Spiritual growth. All of our gifts are about spiritual growth and kind of like growing into what gifts we have, or kind of getting a new understanding about what's going on with our psychic abilities, what's coming up for us. And kind of the interesting part is kind of like, how do you control them and how do you modify them so you can get control, but then also kind of like understand where you're going. That's part of it. I love that part of it, is be able to teach other people. I've got 2 popping up and we'll be finished. So answered prayers. Somehow this video is going to answer somebody's prayer. Somebody has been asking for guidance in astral projection, or trying to understand what's going on with them and trying to get a deeper insight. Like, I don't know what to call it. I just have this ability, or I do these things and I don't quite understand them. And this is a really great way to kind of gift somebody that, of like, this is what's been going on, or this is what ability you're working with. And it can give you a great insight into what your gifts and abilities really are. Everybody has like a different gift and ability. Some of them are similar, but I will tell you a lot of them are really different, and how we connect to them is really different. My next card is New Love. You've got to fall in love with your gifts and abilities. It's something that you were born with. We were definitely born this way, with these gifts and abilities, to understand, to bring peace and harmony to our planet, to help our planet and our people move forward. And that's kind of the really fun and cool part that we end up dealing with so much. When we step into our own power, it allows other people to step into their power, which means that we can all be healed. We can all work together and bring a new level of understanding, not only to ourselves, other people, but to our planet in whole. When you get control of your gifts, you know what you're meant to do on this planet. All of us have a different purpose, have a different way of dealing with things, and what you've been through in your life is going to help you set your tone for your life purpose and your life path. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.